about the eclipse energy.
Well, Wolfdreamer, I think a lot about it. But before we get into the eclipse energy, I'm going to introduce us to the people who are watching us, okay?
That
I'm
sounds
Cherry,
good.
I'm Cherry Devine, and I'm known as an intuitive, a channel, that sort of thing. And this is my friend Wolfdreamer, and she is also a channel. She's an astrologist and an absolutely amazing person. And we thought we'd just do a little bit of a chat here today. And she brought up the moon and eclipse energy, right?
Yeah, it's quite interesting. I just finished an article. I know you read it. Um, yeah, it's coming up on the 8th. It's going to
The
be a full moon, super moon. That means it's closest to the Earth, and a solar eclipse. And it is going to be quite interesting. It's going to affect a lot of the mutable signs. So anybody that has Cancer or Virgo or Sagittarius or, yeah, it's going to kind of shake things up.
well,
So
yeah. Well, I'm going to let everybody know we're recording on. She's talking about. You said the 8th, coming up on the 8th.
March the 8th.
March 8th
Uh-huh.
of 2016 is the one we're talking about because I know once we put this up on the online, it can be there for years. So we are talking about over a week away, something like that.
Yeah, it's coming.
Well, I know it.
It's going to be. We just had last night moon in Virgo, and so everybody was kind of that I was talking to today. There was a lot of looking at things a little bit deeper and questioning. A
Hmm.
lot of that Virgo energy of really looking at the facts.
I know.
So I'm actually pulling up something here that I can look at.
Okay. I know
Yeah.
for me, I've been in that deep inner looking for a couple of weeks now. And it is interesting because my moon and my ascendant are both in Cancer, and I know the eclipse isn't here quite yet. Yet the energy I've been feeling is taking me very deep inside, and many, many of my clients, the same thing. I'm going to say we're going through
Oh yes.
various patterns like
Oh
this.
yes. Absolutely. Well, it's more powerful, as I was saying. I said full moon. It's actually it's got so much going on. A super moon, a new moon. Excuse me. Let me clarify that. And it's intensified. Anytime we have a new moon, that's the time. And I know you know this, Cherry, and a lot of people probably do. Is the time we start to put our intentions out so that it
Hmm.
can work with the waxing of the moon to start to produce things. So this is going to be quite powerful. And again, we've got a lot of things happening with those planets out there, and just even being a psychic myself, I'm feeling so much right now.
Well,
Wow.
I'll tell you what, that's been the way it's been from the beginning of 2016. And it was really interesting for me because I've been just feeling things. It's like everything's just right at the tip of my fingers and just right here. And then you
Mhm.
just want to pull it further in. And then it was as if January, everything just slowed way down. And then
Definitely.
and then I feel it opening up and it feels like March is going to just start taking things forward.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
you know,
Yes. Because that works with the sign of Aries too, which of course, we're looking at,
mhm,
new beginnings and fresh starts and spring. We're looking at
everything.
the equinoxes and all of that.
And so for me, and again, I don't necessarily check astrology. Nobody wants me to because I wouldn't know what I was doing. We leave that to um, uh, Wolf
Uh,
Dreamer and people like her. And I'm going to have to, this is really cute. I was wondering why my picture of you kept getting darker and darker. Somehow my laptop got unplugged
oh,
and
so I was fading out.
yes, and
I'm fading.
you're fading, you're
Oh
fading.
no!
See, and we just go with the
Come into
flow.
the light. Come into the light.
Now you're bright.
Hey, here
See,
I
this
am.
is we just go with, oh, we like this.
Kind of
Well, there
felt
was,
that.
it just all of a sudden came up and said low battery, and you saw my face going, huh? you know,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
this is, but this is the, I don't know about you, but this has been the way the energy's been for me.
yes,
It's just one moment,
yes.
it's everything seems to be going okay, and then all of a sudden something will happen. I'm going, oh well, we'll just go with it. We'll just go with it.
You know,
just,
you're absolutely right. The last couple of weeks, I've noticed too, Cherry, that my schedule, I would have clients booked up, things on my schedule would be set, and all of a sudden it would be everybody had to change, everything got
Mhm.
switched around, everything that was planned. One thing was like a domino effect, and everything would just shift. I would have swore we were in a Mercury retrograde, but I know we weren't. So,
Well, that's
yeah, there's been a lot of things going on that are. I mean, my gosh, look what's happening globally right now.
my
We're in the
gosh.
middle of a, this is kind of a revolutionary time right now.
The information's
Uranus is in Aries. If that isn't revolution, I
I
don't
don't
know what.
know. I don't know. I just what I always get is to for the new to come in, the old has to break away, and
Yes, it
that's what we're actually feeling and finding of right now. And so, if we don't add to the fear of this, and go into worry and all of this, instead see past it, we bring in a reality that is so supportive, and but it's allowing this to fall, and this is the time we're in. This is what this is all about.
I would agree with you on that because
Hmm.
as we look at this, we know that, of course, we're all here. We're all here to learn these lessons. I was just talking to a client earlier about this. Why is it happening? Well, because really it's supposed to. We're all here to get whatever lessons we're here to learn. We came here with a purpose. We came here to learn certain things. And we're all on our path. We're all kind of getting all those things we're supposed to be doing so that we can actually evolve into a higher state of consciousness. That's really what it's all about.
One of the things we remind the children of Earth is they chose this time to come and live, to be here, to bring the brilliance of who they are here. This is not a new time for the children of Earth. It's bringing back a time in which they've lived here before at the higher levels of consciousness. Of course, the old ways must fall away for the new to be, which is not new at all. We always smile when we say that. For many, many have lived upon this physical planet at a time in which each and everything was in harmony, all life was in harmony. It is only coming back again. To do that, it must move through and break through the old illusions. And that is what mankind is finding is falling away, the old illusions. We love that there are those who have chosen to watch the planetary aspects of this, for they are the ones that are also using the guideposts that are here so mankind has a way of watching and seeing. And as they bring forward the information from this, it triggers awareness within the beingness of man. That was fun because they're showing not necessarily Galileo or Christopher. I mean, they went Galileo, then they went Christopher Columbus, and then they showed other voyagers, those that are setting them, that have the maps and setting them forward so that others know where to go and follow it. And that's what they were showing when we talk
You know,
astrology, that sort of thing. That was just cool.
yeah, and it kind of triggered something in me too. What brings kind of comes to mind is I think about, of course, astrology's been around since the 17th century. It started in Mesopotamia, and there have always been people that look to the heavens.
Hmm.
Um, I use many forms of divination, as you do.
Uh-huh.
Besides being a psychic and a clairvoyant, but the astrology, I have found it to be an incredible, accurate way to look at somebody. It's like a blueprint. If we can look at somebody's life and we can have an idea
Hmm.
of potentially where somebody is going. If we can make better choices, that's what it's all about. So having that information really helps. And there have been people, like you said, for centuries that
Hmm.
have looked up to the heavens, searching. Look at Egypt.
Oh my
Look
gosh,
at
yes.
Stonehenge. Look at the Nazca lines.
Hmm.
There, I'm getting something about definitely from uh, up there, yes.
Yes.
I personally believe, and I would say, I'm sure you do too, that we receive from many, many different sources, and I know, as you do, that there are many intelligent energies. I'm just going to put it out there.
You know, what those that I communicate through me ask me to call them a consciousness of love, a higher consciousness of love. And then that way it lets any of those, the entities and energies that are an embodiment of love to be able to come through. We have our supporters, and of course they're not trapped into the mindset of man, the limitation of a man. It's like a moment ago you were going through, I considered a psychic, a clairvoyant, all this. These are labels so that we have
Hmm.
identifiers. And in truth, from what I knew when I first shifted, is we're unlimited. And the moment
Yes,
we just allow that to be part of our awareness, we are able to tap into aspects of ourselves.
I absolutely agree with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, sweetie, I think we came to a good point of to conclude this particular conversation tonight. And I want to thank everybody for joining us. We'll be putting out little bits and pieces of the conversations. Maybe they'll be called Conversations with Wolfdreamer and Cherry.
Conversations. The
Conversations. That could be
conscious
it.
conversations.
Oh, I like that. I like that. See, look,
Yeah,
go with the flow, and the name is right there.
there it
So
is.
we're going to be recording these and putting them out, getting our ideas and information out to all of you. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you, and blessings and namaste to everybody.
Okay. Bye bye, everybody.